Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Age of Empires 4 replay. So on bottom right side as the green Malians, got VES, Muhodo. Spawn top left side as the red Knights Templar, got EL.loueMT. Of course, this will be an interesting matchup. The Malians do have a way to get infinite gold as well as infinite food through the cattle as well through the mining pits. This map's not bad for trade as well. The trading post is still on the corner, so this here and trade network could be quite nice. This version map does offer two large wood deposits, and which both players do sit. I suppose Red's going to have a bit of trouble with some coverage here. Well, I'm going to have to chop down this side first before this one. But the Mali ones is actually pretty decent in order to get some extra walls going. Oh, looks like a total outpost in the thing. That's clearly where all the arrows come from. By the way... Oh, I remember something as well. Somebody mentioned beforehand they want me to try... what's it called? Viewing the game in the panoramic mode. Let's just give that a shot and see what it looks like. It looks the same to me. Oh well. Either way, we do have now the Vanguard Scout moving around. Maybe it can't be changed in the middle of the game. We do now have the Monster Quarry now being deployed onto the field, which does get a bit of gold. Free gold generation, no Saharan trade network. Green did find good number of sheeple there. And we do have a number of these villagers. Nope, yeah, these are villagers, not... So Red's pretty forward of villagers to claim up some early food. Is this going to be for a dock or for a mill? It is going to be a forward late dock. Oh yeah, the Knights Templars don't have to worry about wood drop-off, giving them higher efficiency for their wood collection. Also, they get 20% additional drop-off in the form of food, making the wood collectors quite efficient, giving them extra efficiency to go along with the extra docks. I think don't go greater than more than 3 fishing boats, but honestly 2 is probably just a good number. There's 1,000 food right here, which is nice, but not infinite. Mining pit is being established here. And for when it comes to the pilgrims, this is clearly the best position to do it. Won't provide too much dividends, but will be nice and safe and nearly infinite. The first set of pilgrims do cost 300, relatively fast research. Modern players age them up. The Knights Templar needs more gold before they can age them up. They just now started collecting the gold. Or now recently, I should say. Notice the Malian players not being aggressive. Knights Templar is throwing some torches there. And I just now realized we got actually docks all across the front line by Red. I was not paying close enough attention to that, so he has gone for quadruple docks. Oops, I had half speed turned on. So we got quadruple docks in the field. Red is being hyper greedy. He's going for the Knights Hospitallers, which increases the civilian health by 30% and increase movement speed by 10%. The extra movement speed is very important. Health is quite nice. And healing from all sources plus 30% is okay, a little bit situational, but can be quite nice if you really want to make use of the monk play. And I do not remember what unit they provide. I really wish this would also give a brief line of what unit provides. It would make it very convenient on the casting aspect. I think it's a heavy infantry, right? With 2 armor? Can't remember. We do have multiple warrior scouts before. These are upgraded warrior scouts. They do move slightly faster than regular scouts. We do also have some early sofas being employed in the field. Barracks not being established here. I think it provides a heavy infantry unit there. We'll find out soon enough. There's something there. Let me just view next player. We got the Knights Hospitaller Knights, cost 110 of infantry. Heals from the units. Oh yeah, it's also a combat monk as well. That hence the extra heal effect as well. We got multiple spearmans being deployed in the field. Sofa is being supported by the warrior scouts who apparently fired the bows against ships? Or was that a animation error? Please tell me that was an animation error. And why? And 3 fishing boats is probably too many. That may have been misclicked there. By the way, there's 3 fishing boats. Do warrior scouts fire bow shots against the ships? We gotta take a closer look at the damage. If it's 3 damage or it's 13 damage, quite different. I wasn't paying close enough attention to that. My apologies. Luckily, Sofas and warrior scouts both move at pretty good speed. Sofas move faster than normal heavy cavalry. Good number of spearmen pulling the field. They are in fact hardened spearmans. Malian player's gone for a handful of archers. Very nice. Got the Sofa engaging that warrior scout. For the Malian player, I'm not sure if we're going to see the Fondia Garrison or the... Oh, got an arrow ship here. Or the, what's it called, Grand Filani Corral. Both of them are quite good. We've got some pilgrims now being pulled on the field, providing 113 gold per minute. Doesn't really matter how long it takes to get there. They do, in fact, spawn every 60 seconds. And so, there can be multiple groups out in the field at the same time. But, yeah, so you spend about 300 resources to get 113 gold per minute, which is quite nice. So about less than 3 minutes, you will get a profit. In 3 minutes, you definitely will get a profit. And it looks like the warrior scouts do throw fire bow shots there. I'm pretty sure regular scouts don't do that. That may be actually a bug of the unit. Yeah, don't believe regular scouts do that. So there's a bug with the warrior scout unit when it comes to that. That's sort of interesting. Villagers going on down. She will get sliced apart there, unable to save the villager, but did allow the spearman to break on through. Walls are relatively cheap. That's probably what, like 21 wood replacement. There's a pilgrim there. That's a high value threat, and also since it's classified as a worker, it does get increased health benefit from the age up. Ooh, took some damage there, so it makes the pilgrims a little bit more easier to travel. Level 2 pilgrims now being researched now. Costs 450. So take approximately 4 minutes to turn a profit of that upgrade. Not too terrible. Got a decent number of horsemen spawning to the south. We've got Sofas engaging though. These forces rotating around. Got some exposed villagers, and since they have what's it called? No need to drop off. They do not really have too many buildings nearby to protect them. And use as a cover. Got more of these horsemen heading down south, trying to raid perhaps this mining pit. He has gone for the big mining pit there to maximize gold income. Looks like there's a round of housing that's improperly placed, but looks like the sacred site's partially blocking the placement and all that stuff. And that's why it's off-centered. Got a little bit screwed by the map generation there. Good number of spearmans and horsemen being pulled in the field. Donzo would be just fine here. Donzo would beat with a spearman in 1v1 combat, and not to mention be a direct counter and very good counter for any mounted units, especially with their javelin throw ability. We do not have the Blumentry research for the Knights Templar, so he is going for melee damage. Has not gone for any of the Knights Hospitalers, descendants one to the hospitals. Does set place the mining pit there. Archers not engaging. These mounted units are being chased by a good number of spearmen. Right now, Red has 23 spear in the field and has 3 more on the build queue. Are you surprised how effective mass spearman is? Your horsemen, which are used to counter the range units, to counter the spearmen, of course, are really countered by the spearmen, of course. So if you just go for horsemen, spearmen, you can take out your opponent's archers no problem. And of course, you'll have trouble having your horsemen engage the other horsemen. You can just use your own Donzo though. But of course, they'll be countered by the spearmen. You won't try to counter those out with your archers. Grand Fulani Corral is being aged on up, which will give them a very good amount of food. Each cow will provide additional 20 food per minute, so 20 times 20, or right now 17 times 20. Let's just count round up to 20 times 20. That is 400 food per minute. Very nice. Sofa's backing on off. We now have the veteran sofa upgrade and the veteran Donzo research for the Malian player. One thing also goes for Moose Body Warriors, though they won't counter out the Horsemen. Donzo, of course, would be a good unit right now in general. Malian archers are firing in the back line. They're not being hit too much. The villagers also got sent town center as well as toll outposts. So a lot of extra defense here. Arrow upgrade is actually quite nice. It's cheap and effective, and of course that toll outpost could be useful for future trade taxes. And listen, now the villagers standing and fighting. It does have textiles research, which is very important. Sofa rotating over here gets quickly stabbed by the angry men with pointy sticks. Villagers standing and fighting here, getting some bit more breathing room for these archers. Red has so far killed off 0 villagers, even though they're in combat. Now just lost, killed off 2. And looks like we're going to only kill off 3 villagers, even though they're in combat for quite some time. Got Republic of Genoa now being researched. Genoa does give access to Genoese crossbow, an elite crossbow variant, and just gives extra gold by the pilgrims, which would incentivize castle production. In fact, perhaps getting, or not castle, but fortress. A fortress here could be quite nice. Also boost the gold income even further, as well as getting additional pilgrim. I'd say that should be one of the first things that nice Templar should be eyeing. Though he can always go for fortresses in Age 2. Oh, looks like the pilgrims heading down to the middle, which does provide us ever slight more gold income. I say it's not worth the risk. This is very, very safe at the moment, but then again, they may have been cast here after this hole got opened up. Now it'll probably be safe enough to go the other way. We do got a good number of huntsmen right here, and huntresses. Horsemen engaging Sofa, but overall Red needs to abandon this region, I would say. Got a good number of Sofas there, which the Spearmen could engage. Horsemen could try rotating around, hit those Horsemen. It looks like they will be successful, but the Spearmen starting to disappear. It looks like they were already pretty wounded from the previous fight. Veteran Spearmen research now the way for the Knights Templar. And right now, green does have higher destroyed value than red. The number of these archers there are quite wounded. Veteran archers, veteran spearmen. Let's see, Genoese crossbow, if you read here, they cost 180. Let's see, high damage, low health, kind of by horsemen. I wonder if they classify as heavy or light. Don't seem to be able to choose, I'm not sure. It wouldn't surprise me if it costs 180, it has heavy armor. Got more archers to be able to kill. With the number of Sofas on the field, maybe a good idea to go for some Genoese crossbowmen. Green's not going for Imam. This should be the... Looks like this map has 5 relics on that, so I'm I thought it was with a 3-3 split. It looks like some fishing boats being deleted. Inflating number, destroyed value, destroyed value for green. +2 range damage and +1 food collection, which does affect cattle ranches. Sofas do take a bit of hits there. No Genoese crossbowman just yet. Do not have a monk on the build queue. It looks like the Malian player is maintaining 17 cows. Hasn't built anymore. I wonder if these are just cows for the slaughter. And right now the Malian player does have 900 food, with only 3 villagers on food. That's how effective those cattle ranches are, as well as Grand Colony corrals to help them out. So if us do find some of these horsemen. The pilgrims have migrated here. I really think you should eye for the improved gold collection rate from those pilgrims. Let's see. It says 109 now, so some of them went down, but you can see the 146 actual drop-off. Now we have a fortress being established in the center here. Also trying to claim us some berries. Got a fortified outpost there, so that's a bit of fire armor. Fortress now being established here. And no arrow, though. There's still this arrow ship here. Providing some extra fire support. We got the imported armor for the sofas. Taking a bit of all the sofas, take a bit of fire there, but nothing too significant at the moment. The fortress does offer... what's it called? The upgrade to improve gold drop-off nearby sacred sites. And that's why I thought he would probably go sacred site here, just improve his gold drop-off. He may task the pilgrims to come here now because of that. I'll still say just better safe than sorry for all those walls. You always quote-unquote double layer it by going for cell walls here and here. Yep, this improves armor. Horsemen to take out the monk there. There's which are referring to, yeah, treasure troves, improving the gold drop-off by 20%, which probably is additive to the plus 30%, resulting in plus 50%. Do not have a pair of Genoese crossbow on the build queue. I can't remember exactly what the stats are. I just know they're better than regular archer, or better than regular crossbow. I cannot speak right now. So if taking the damage, we also got the poison arrows by the Malians player. Got the pilgrims before. Here's Genoese crossbow, 110 health. They are classified as light armor. They have +1 range armor, so nothing too significant. Looks like no abilities. Can of course be a siege engineer. So overall, it does have plus 23 damage versus as space damage. But here's the thing I was actually missing. It's +9 versus melee infantry. So all melee infantry, both heavy and light, are countered by the Genoese crossbowmen. They do also have 6 tower range rather than 5. But the attack speed is a little bit slower as well. But I think that's still much higher DPS. They're also far more cost efficient, let's say. And they have a bit more health as well. So that should be pretty good in any composition versus infantry. Malians can go for cavalry-based play, can go for infantry-based play. Since the opponent has gone for the Grand Colony crowd, doesn't worry about the elite infantry that the Mansa Bombia garrison provides, the Mansa units. And now do you have the plus 20% gathering rate. Right now it's probably 142 gold per drop-off. Okay, every single number is different. I don't know what the exact gold number it gets to. Why is every single one of those numbers different? You would assume they'd be exactly the same. Maybe their gold is calculated for them as the time of traveling there? The more time traveling? Because they were slight interruptions to them just walking forward. So, okay, for some reason I thought those villagers were trying to shank the sofas, not repairing the gate. We try and go for emergency stone walls. And looks like all of them start being constructed, being built. And red spearmans are now rotating and engage the sofas. Green's not eyeing for stone walls himself, but they will be engaged by these villagers. And we've got this fortress under siege by the trebuchets, about to get knocked out. Gonzo's gear does get some good damage on some of these horsemen. Nothing's nearby or repairing up these fortress now. Took a severe beating there. Sofa's now engaging. And think as well, now think about it, generous crossbows are not counted as sofas, since they do bonus damage versus melee infantry. But they still hit like a truck. Was the sofas maybe a little bit trapped? Republic of Venice now being aged up for the Knights Templar should give them access a handful of traders. It's like a limit of 5, but they have good trading capabilities and good movement speed. The other aspect is, I think it's better market buy and sell rates. Reduce, change the base buy or sell rate by 75%. So let's see, is there a mark on the field for me to click on? I don't see a market by red for me to take a look at to do a before and after comparison. Gotten the fanaticism. Templar brothers and commander units gain plus 10% damage below 50% health and 30% health when below 25%. Looks like the fortress is still alive but still on fire. And about to go down. The Knights Templar did run out of stone. And has established another fortress over here, so it did get some extra pilgrims, and that would be safe enough to travel to. And it looks like the arrow ship gets knocked out by the counterweight trebuchets. 170 gold per trip, which is quite significant. Red has obtained 2 relics, green has obtained 3. You can also probably put the monster over here to get extra gold collection from the relics. Tidevar now being researched by red. Green could be eyeing this age up really soon, just need a little bit more food. Orc hunters could be quite nice. Make all of his infantry units capable of camouflage. And you got the other one, the Garrett Bar, which he is going for. Gives you 5 or 3 different festivals you can activate. One will include food collection rate. One will increase torch damage, and the other one proves, I forget what it was. Let's see, can I click on it, wherever it may be? Unit production speeds. I wonder if siege attacks work with the mangonels. That could be quite nice. If it does affect the mangonels, it could be a good way to cleave through his opponent's units. He is also looking for a good number of the Cantoneros. Oh, Venice provides Cantoneros as well, which are anti-gunpowder units. Heavy melee infantry unit. They have low armor. Remember, this is age 4 units. They only have 2-3 base armor. They offer 18 damage, plus 16 versus gunpowder, as well as plus 16 for siege. They have pretty good movement speed here. It's 1.44. Slower than Yuan Dynasty Palace Guard, but still better than non-Yuan Dynasty Palace Guard. Also only cost gold, 120 gold, so they're pretty cheap for... No, I actually don't... On my head, can't say exactly if that's a good price or not. Their attack speed's pretty high as well. With a high mobility, they're probably a very flexible unit though. And Malians don't have a crossbowman, so you have to use Musfati warriors to engage them, so maybe their Cantoneros are actually pretty good versus Malians. Europe are now deployed on the field. Got also a round of veteran hospital knights. He's also going for elite hospitaler knights, which also a bit more gold intensive. There is a veteran Venetian trader. You can see here they move at 2.06. Incredibly fast. I think they're also pretty expensive as well. Guys going for more stone walls. Malian archers engaging those forces. Got biology being researched by the Malian players, so it looks like it's going a bit more heavy in the sofas. Nice thing about the Girapara with the absurdly high food collection, which he's just went for one of the festivals there. Which one, I'm not sure. Or maybe he didn't. I thought I saw something going up like it was. But the extra food collection rate is actually pretty nice for mass warrior scouts. Always a focus on a singular resource. Right now the Malian player does have a significant food reserve, but maybe a good idea to start eyeing for elite warrior scouts. Oh, there's some elite Knights Templars. A big, massive clash here. Right now, Malian only has 13 Musfati warriors that are only veteran, not elite. Malian archers fire in the background, which will do 5 as Cantoneros, but they will have trouble versus the Templars, the Hospitalers. They will, of course, do excellent versus Spearmen. Grade's not falling back now. Started stepping away, getting some good damage. Howdy. Thank you. We do now have the letter dig change. Unlocks the Pokemon's low abilities. Malian archers get on top of those stone walls. I always love to see this aspect of the game. It's one of those things that's only been really useful in campaigns. General's crossbowmen are still alive here. They will be effective versus melee infantry, but the Malian player hadn't gone for too many melee infantry, just only a handful of Musfati warriors. So the number of General's crossbowmen needs to be minimal, but there's still pretty good base damage to make them effective. Does get some good poison damage to some of these Cantoneros. I'm not a big fan of the poison arrow effect. It's usually the units just die too quickly for the poison effect to be super effective in my opinion. But in these retreat situations, it can be quite nice. Malian players started stepping away. We do now siege works and siege engineers being fought by the Knights Templar. After fights, you can wreck some battering rams. We do now have the elite arm tanks being researched by the Malian player. Magnos get a pretty good volley there, but of course those are melee machines there, not really their specialty, so we may want to get out some more of the spring guards. Magnos get a decent volley there. Of course, like I said, they're just only doing decent splash damage. So we got veteran horseman going fielded by the Knights Templar. And he is going for a good number of them, 10 out of 5 to counter off these Malian archers. More Moose Body Warriors push their way forward. And Red's starting to fall back there. He's actually doesn't have too high of resources. He has a nice mix of all of them, but does have 1,000 stone. So extra forces probably wouldn't be half bad. Clean up to get extra pilgrims, get more gold income. How is the other income going along? Malian player or the Knights Templar has 19 villagers on food. Nothing too significant. He may be just eyeing for more gold-based composition. Nice hospitals cost more gold than food. So trying to seize the stone deposit, get out some more castles or fortresses to get out more pilgrims. Wouldn't be a half bad idea. Nice Templar players now going for spyglass as well as court architects. So these villagers are quickly being picked off there. It looks like a good number of these villagers will go down. Also, the nice one pilgrim. Looks like some of these villagers may escape on out of there. Trebuchet's trying to knock, put some holes in these walls. Also trying to collect the stone deposit. Horseman pushing forward over here, but Green has a good number of these stone walls up and going himself. Looks like there may or there's pause. I'm not sure if you need to cross this. Wouldn't surprise me, yes. Wouldn't surprise me, no. But Red's now going for multiple fortresses, and we've got biology and elite brother Templars. Two more fortresses, of course, will give him access to 2 more pilgrims, increasing the number of pilgrims to 6. And now he's trying to get some more brother Templars, which are more expensive than normal heavy cavalry and form of knights and lancers. When it comes to stats, let's see, we can't find one. There's around the pilgrims. Actually, none of the brother Templars are actually deployed just yet. That's the elite one upgrade for them. Now here's Brother Templar, 330 health, 5 armor base, and looks like 32 damage, 48 6 lance attacks. Overall, just looks a slightly heavier knight variant. Same base damage. I think they have slightly higher health than normal knights. I can't remember the base health of knights, but I'm pretty sure in my research, my follow-up I was doing a bit of research, maybe doing a bit of follow-up on the why I think Mongols need to be a rework. I think if I remember correctly, knights have 29 base damage in age 4 as well. I think it was like 19, 24, 29, if I remember incorrectly. Large number of Knights Hospitalers. Silk Potions now be researched by Green, very nice. Horsemen starting to fall back there. And we've got the villager going on down there. We do have multiple fortresses here. Nice Templars really do eye for a decent amount of fortifications because they are directly incentivized to get the economy going. Right now it has 3,400 gold income, so he has a good number of villagers on set of gold as well. There's actually a decent amount of gold still back here as well. Got, of course, a good number of Venetian traders, probably all of them available, deployed in the field. Additionally, he can always go for these pilgrim loans. He can literally donate food to get a great amount of gold in return. Let's see, 300 gold per minute for 2 minutes. And not exactly a greater amount of gold. It's probably a higher trade rate. Some of these Magnalos take some damage here. Also, first tick is the counts as well. It'll still be a higher efficiency, but either way. Whereas before good number of forces, some of these sofas are going down. Archers backing on off. He can always go for a siege tower to get on top of here. The Malian players are sending forward a handful of basic units. Malian archers firing a lot of shots up there, which will actually start maximizing some of the poison damage. Best make sure to split up the fire to get maximized poison damage. Moose Body Warriors taking some hits there. Overall, this entire force is heavy, so more Moose Body Warriors would probably be a good idea. Good number of... Oh! Hold ground stance there for the healing effect, I believe. Though some of these nice Templar or Hospitalers are taking some bit of damage there. It may be a good idea for Malian player to get out some Spring Gold. There's a lot of melee infantry there. There's a good number of Horsemen and Brother Templars there. The Malian Archers are simply a little bit inadequate versus all the heavy infantry unit there. Also, Red does proclaim one more sheeple there. And we do now have the herbal medicine there. It says increase the healing rate of religious units and healers. So, yep, classifies healer there, so it should get the improved healing rate. Got some battery rounds being deployed in the field. Bombards advancing. He does have the iron clamps here, reducing gunpowder damage by 20%. Battery is now being deployed in the field. This gold deposit has 600 gold remaining. He may want to at least leave behind 1 gold coin in that mine, so at least provide him a wall. At least if the armor is still there, then you can just be greedy and take that last piece of gold. Fortress now being repaired up there. Battery rams at the gate. Sofas and Moose Body Warriors trying to engage. Of course, it's only part of Green's force. There's other parts right here, making it a little bit more difficult for Green to defend. And these soldiers do have a slight bit of bonus damage versus infantry, just a small amount, just something to overcome the armor. Effectively giving them armor piercing versus infantry. Another fortress being established by Red. And Green looks like he will start losing all of his forces there. How's this front line doing, or forward line? Looks like only one of the bombards remain, and the Malian archers are simply getting overwhelmed. Malians do have a bit of trouble versus the death rolls of heavy armor. These body warriors are nice and all, but they can be somewhat easily countered. Let's see, the Girakara. Let's see, there it is. It does have the military units produce faster, which is quite nice. Right now, the Sofa's taking 10 seconds to build. I do not know what the base build time is. Thanks to the vast production, he was able to hold off the Red's advance, so it's just trying to get reinforcements going. Right now, Red does have higher destroyed value. With 4 forces on the field, Red will have 6 pilgrims. Red, of course, or Green does have the 4 mining pits plus the Monster Quarry as well, getting a decent amount of gold income. Right now, Red's at 2,000 gold income, 13 villages on gold, so let's see, there's still some gold deposits back here. He also got him for a good number of traders. I don't know how many taxes. He only has went past 1 pull outpost for taxes, this one. Need to pull out 4 more to get more taxes, improving the food gold income by quite a significant amount. It's like 8% per thing, so it could get up to what's it, 40%? Sofas and Moose Warriors having trouble connecting. We've got a nice choke point here for Green though. But over here, the front line's getting spread out. Moose Warriors having trouble advancing. Red is going to the left flank. Green is doing a good job holding the right flank. More reinforcements being streamed on in from both sides. I have no idea who's going to exactly win. The Detroit battle is pretty easy, even. It looks like Red may be getting a little bit better right there. Red's starting to fall back there, which may allow Green to get some good free hits in. And the Malian player has now established a number of spring golds in the field. Bombars and Nancy, there's 2 of the spring guards, skulls. Don't know if he has access to Golden Shredder. Green's trying to hold back the front line, trying to keep the spring guards safe. And the spring guards do go down. Buccaneers do have bonus damage versus them, and they do have a little bit higher mobility, making it easier for them to connect on the same siege weapons. One bombardment remain, firing away. More Soviets and Society Warriors pushing forward. Last of the bombards have gone down. More sofas advancing. Right now the Malian players are running a bit low on food of all resources. It has decent gold stockpile. Has 0 village on gold and maintaining a nice even 38,000 or 3,800 gold per minute. The nice Templar has a nice mix of resources, including a decent amount of stone, so we can go for another fortress. So we have 5 forces in the field, really increasing its gold income. We do also have the Cranquins. Crossbows are able to load stronger bolts, giving them plus 0.5 range, plus 2 damage, but that affects the Geneve's crossbowing. Green start to fall back over there, get some damage onto that fortress. And the Malian players started mixing more heavier Moose Body Warriors. Green does also have a good amount of villagers on the field. He may want to call some to get a larger force. And Knights Templar having trouble remaxing both Genuine's Crossbow and more Knights Hospitalers. And right now, Knights Templar is out of gold, going for incendiary arrows as well to improve his Genuine's Crossbowing. See, 1 Genuine's Crossbow in the field. I want to click on it to take a look, see if that. Yeah, he did get plus 0.5 range. He does have the Cranquin's research. Looks like their base damage didn't go up too high, or maybe was it? Yeah, those base damage didn't go too high. Wasn't that 21? So it went up by 2 damage. It's actually pretty low elite, weak elite research there. Plus 10 health, like plus 2 damage. That elite research is actually really, really weak. Because usually the units in that value range gets at least 4 damage and a bit more health, right? Now they do have, oh no, that's just additional desert or citadels that get +1 plus armor. And also get additional range, so it should be compact effective. Yeah, it goes to 4.47, make them have pretty good range defensive units for Desert Fortress. One place for good number of sofas, as a good number of Muhodo warriors are here. With the camouflage ability active. Red's trying to make some spearmen on in. Jerry's crossbow, of course, would be good against some Muhodo warriors. Not necessarily good against sofas, but they still hit like a truck. And looks like Red's able to punch on through. Greens has a bit of force on the side, and Greens being forced to break forward. I think Red's quality just simply was much higher. Right now, he has nearly twice the army value. Lightweight beams not being researched by the nice Templar, improving field construction, and calls increased battering ram attack speed. Spearman does get a bit of brace there on some of those sofas. Muhodo warriors 3-4. Here's crossbow classifies light infantry, so sofas or Muhodo warriors do not do bonus damage to them. Red has now a skyrocketing destroyed value, gaining an improved value by 15. He's growing more and more of a lead. Right now, the Nice Templar's golden count is severely low. But he's making good wood and food in stockpiles, though he is consuming quite a bit right now. One player has a little bit too heavy in gold, so you may want to hold off any gold mining, just focus on any sort of food collection at the moment. Now I've got something gunpowder. He's going to transition to some gunners, which may not be a half bad idea. Has 5 in the field. Muhodo gunners have been forward in the field. Gunpowder is not researched just yet, but until then, they'll just move at regular speed and still hit like a truck. And some of the generous crossmen do manage on the high ground, which will give them additional range armor as well as range. Greens is sending units to the slaughter. Here at Quara, it has activated the military festival. Driver Trace going to get overran there. Green has an army of 27, Red has an army of 76 in the field. Green is over having trouble producing, but he is going for a much higher quality Muhodo gunners for time frame, and since Red's units are stringing in one at a time, makes it a little bit more vulnerable. And looks like Green's starting to lose some of this infrastructure there. Muhodo warriors will still at least beat Spear in one-on-one combat as well, so still going for them is not a bad idea. some of these keeps from going down. Bowling Pro will not be researched by green, or not be completed by green. Green is still eyeing for more Muhodo guns, those Muhodo warriors. He has a good food stockpile, just needs a lot more gold. He's going to rate the Girafara, may need to go for the food festival instead. He has gone for another military festival. Muhodo guns getting some good damage there. Mangonel trying to hit the Genoese crossbowman. In range. Fires. Gets a direct hit there. Get some more good hits over there. So far, taking out some of these battering rams. Some farms not a bit exposed. Battering rams cleaning up a lot of stuff right now. Mangonel is no good hit there on those Genoese crossbowmen. Brother Templar is pretty forward over here. He does have two sources of taxes at the moment. The gunner's not cleaning up some of these battery rams. Will take a bit of time. The Templar is trying to get another hit there on the Muhodo gunners. And looks like the Muhodo and green does back of the game now. This is Grade saying thank you for watching, and on to next replay.